I'm Basia Alexander with partnerwithnature.org. And what is connection with trees? Well, essentially, it's getting close to nature. It's a relationship that you want to develop and cultivate with our fellow beings here on this planet. Today, I want to show you what I do really with the first two steps there. Just to give you an idea of how it can go and how simple and easy it really is. So it's early spring, and that means that we're all about the leaf buds that are just starting to pop out. So we're going to take a look and do observation and appreciation with this beautiful red oak that's behind me. So let's turn around and take a look at it. So no leaves yet, it's early spring, but we can take a look at the whole tree and the structure of this tree. See how the limbs come off of the main trunk and they go out in a very symmetrical kind of way, and then the smaller branches come off of that. So the oak trees really have a beautiful structure in that way. So this is the step of observation. So we're really looking for the fine detail. All right, and I said that springtime is all about the buds, so let's walk up and take a look at the leaf buds. Oh, here. There. So here's a branch we can reach, and look at these beautiful leaf buds. And they feel a little bit soft, a little bit pliable. And there's several of them here at the end of this little branch. So beautiful. Leaf buds are one of my favorite things to look at. So these are going to receive the food and the fluids in the circulation system of the tree, and eventually they're just going to pop open, and this is where the leaves are going to come from. Okay, so that's a lot of detail here at the end of the branches about these leaf buds. Beautiful. Okay, great. So let's look at the next part of the tree. So we can't actually see the roots with our eyes, although we could certainly imagine them or have intuition about them. But let's take a look at the root area now. So we see as we come a little closer to the trunk that the owner of this property has really done a very good thing. She has put the leaves of the tree from the tree itself right around the base of the tree. So these are the actual red oak leaves, and they've just been chewed up a little bit with a little bit of machinery, and they make the mulch that keep the roots warm, not really warm, but protected all winter, protected from ice, and I'd like to think of it as kind of cozy warm, like a blanket. So we'll take a look at this whole area now. See how nicely they're in around the root area, because the roots go all the way out to the drip line. So they're all the way around the tree. But the key thing is, let's get a little closer, is that they don't cover the root layer. See, it's not a very big pile of mulch that you sometimes see that go all the way up the trunk of the tree. That's not good for a tree. So this is just coming up to the flare where the close-in roots just meet the soil. So So that would be now the root area. Now let's take a look at the trunk. So in observing the trunk, part of that observation might be that you want to touch the trunk of the tree. And you get a sense of, well, how does it feel? The curves and turns of the bark. And you might even feel the temperature of it. This is a beautiful sunny day, so it actually feels kind of warm. Right, so that's an initial sense of that first step of connection, observation. And right along with observation comes appreciation. So for me, I appreciate, while I'm touching this trunk, I appreciate all these feelings, or looking at the leaf buds, or looking at the root area. There is a real sense of appreciation that I have for this tree. I appreciate its presence and its size and its beautiful placement here. So actually, let me quickly add, that would be another thing to observe. You could take a moment and look around where this tree lives. You know, it lives at sort of not quite the top of a hill, but on a very high place on this property. It's a little windy here, and that may be, you may be picking that up in the recording, that there's a little wind. There's other trees nearby, but not too close. So all that adds to the feeling of appreciation to have for the tree. Actually, I've been visiting this tree on this property for a couple of years, and I have a real affection for it. I've seen it grow and change, and when it's in beautiful full leaf and when it's in autumn, so I have a real affection for this tree. And that's the second step of experience of connection. And it's so important because that feeling of connection helps you become closer to the tree and gets you ready for the third step, which we'll talk about in another video. So thank you very much.